What is up? This is Colonial Puppet, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to build a skyscraper. Let me just turn off the bad guys. Not that they can hurt me since we're in creative, but don't want them jumping around and being annoying while I try and build. This isn't going to be an ordinary let's build tutorial. It's going to be for a skyscraper, but it's going to be I'm going to put some limitations on this build. The biggest one being that it has to be completely built within one chunk. So that is 16 by 16. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright. So that's square. Okay, so the first thing I did was I took some TNT and with some patience and hand digging I made this giant pit. So out of the stone we kind of cut out our 16 by 16 hole, and down here out of all the dirt what I did was I did a I guess 18 by 18 hole, which created this like kind of lip with the stone on top, and the hole itself is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then counting the stone, it's 9 blocks deep, which is good because the floors are going to be 4 blocks tall. So 4 times 2 is 8, so this is going to be 2 stories tall, the basement portion of this skyscraper, that is. And if you're wondering why it's 9 blocks instead of 8, the bottom here we're going to fill in with concrete so that the bottommost floor doesn't have a floor made of dirt, which would be unsightly. So next thing I'm going to do is just that. I'm going to fill in the floor with concrete. More specifically, let's go with, ooh, these are the new blocks. Let's see if there's any I like. Wait, that's it? Yeah, it is. Just kind of looks like gravel, to be completely honest. Dried kelp block. That actually looks pretty good. It looks like a floor tile. How does it sound when you walk on it? That doesn't sound. Does it make a sound? Huh. To be completely honest, I kind of like that. It looks like tiling, to be completely honest. Although, if we want to be kind of more realistic, we do have, what kind of block is it? Oh yeah, the what is it called? Dark prismarine. I don't know. You know what? Let's use the dried kelp block. Beautiful. Alright, that's cool. Now, let's see if there's other blocks. Stripped spruce. There's stripped wood. That looks kind of cool. This looks interesting. Oof. I like that. Now, the next part is going to be a little tricky, given the fact that we're working with such a small footprint. That is getting a kind of a central core planned that isn't, ooh, what's this? Sea pickle? Please tell me they light up. Nope, they're just pickles. Alright. No, I don't need to do that. Obviously these blocks are not permanent. What I'm trying to do is find the center of the building, which I just did. It's right here. So from there I can kind of plan a central core. Let's look at what choices I have for blocks. I don't think I'm really gonna do anything too drastic. Got these beautiful coral blocks though. But I think I'm just going to, ooh, blue ice. Cyan concrete powder. I think I'm just gonna go with the. Maybe let's go with the prismarine brick for the middle. Would that be too clashing? I think it's too close to the. Maybe orange terracotta? No. The orange concrete is too kind of bright. I like the more muted terracotta look. I think it'll go good with the yeah, something like that. This is gonna be a goofy looking skyscraper. Alright, and this is the core of the building. So if you're wondering what this is, it's where the ladder is going to run throughout the building. Or run up and down the building, that is. Because it's a little too compact for a stair system or anything like that. So instead we're just going to have ladders to get up and down the building. Alright, and now for the 1, 2, 3. Now the question is, do I want to... how do I want to do this? What I think I'm going to do, because honestly this makes a great ceiling texture as well. Like the kind of tiled look. But I don't like the idea of having the ground and the ceiling have the same texture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down carpet. Let's just go light gray, maybe. Nothing too crazy. Ooh, and I know what else to do. Sea lantern. I usually like doing this at the base of the steps, having these kind of lights. Kind of makes it look cool. Alright, so I'm done laying the carpet. As you can see on the very top floor, I left a block border to actually place the kind of the outside of the building. But on the inside I went right to the edge there, right to the edge there. So it kind of differentiates between the floor and the ceiling a little bit. Kind of gives it some more variation. Next thing I'm going to do is place the lighting, which is just going to be sea lanterns around the perimeter of each floor. Alright, so now that we're done that, I'm going to kind of start with the above ground portion, starting with the lobby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Then I'm actually going to get rid of these. Oops. Build this up. That. Something like that. Make a giant letter A. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do something cool like add the acacia slabs. Again, I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, but whatever. Alright. So, already kind of working on the interior of the lobby before we even have a exterior built. My voice has been cracking this entire time. I apologize. Anyway, let's start working on the exterior, which I think is going to be interesting. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take some polished andesite and build up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think the sides of the building are going to be pretty bare. As in they're not going to have any windows. Or at least very minimal windows, because I want to use the new blocks. Let's see. Dead tube coral. Let's try that. Let's see what that looks like. That looks alright. I don't know how well it goes with the orange, though. Let's see if there's something else that would go. Maybe the dead fire coral will look better. I think the dead fire coral looks more kind of exterior-y. Now let's do the math. I'm obviously not going to use this block, but let's see. Okay, so that's how it's going to be. And I guess we're going to use... I don't want to use... Do I want to use andesite? Or should I use something else? Let's take a look if there's any other new blocks. Tube coral. I wonder what this looks like. I guess you can't place it unless it's like on sand or something. Or underwater. We'll use andesite, why not? But it's definitely going to be recessed. Like that. Something along those lines. Alright, and what we can do is this. Alright, something like that. And then we'll use this like so. Build these up. And then what I want to do is take some steps. More specifically, these steps. Stone brick steps. And kind of set these in like so. At the very top. Boop. Alright. There we go. Man, my voice is cracking like crazy. Not 100% sure why. It's probably because I'm very thirsty right now, and I didn't think to get a glass of water before starting this, but I made my bed, I will sleep in it. Alright. So now we gotta start, kind of working with the windows and whatnot. Alright, which is going to be interesting. I'm trying to think how I'm going to do this. Something like that. And then, ooh. Maybe something like this, maybe? Oh wait, no, that one makes sense. Trying to think of where I'm gonna build the windows for this. I guess they're gonna be recessed like that. Actually, no. They're gonna be like this. Gonna change this up. I don't want the windows to be recessed on this floor. They're gonna be recessed on the floors above the lobby area, but not here. They're gonna be kind of more forward, because I kind of want to make the base look a little bit more hefty than the floors above it. So I'm just gonna build these up to here, like that. Here, that. These to like there. Then recess those in like that. And then take stone brick slabs. Kind of make it cool looking like that. Something along those lines looks pretty good. And I also want to do this. Kind of get that atrium started. Build like that. Now let's see how many blocks it would take to kind of step this up. Oh wait, we do have those. Let's see. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do stairs instead. Which should Give me plenty of space to do this. Cool. It's gonna come over here. And you know what? That's 2. I guess that'll work. Something like that. You look up. Cool. Why not? We'll light it with torches. I know a lot of people hate torches, but I mean, in builds as small as this, it's pretty much all you got to work with. I know there's the rods, the ender rods, or whatever they're called. End rods. But I like lanterns. They're kind of small footprint and simple to use. I don't think they look bad. They might look dated, but they don't look bad. Alright, so next what we're going to do is build a floor. Alright, then I'm going to build up the core. Like that. And then we can actually, let's do this. Let's come up with like a floor plan. So we have these walls like this. This comes out to the atrium. Ooh, I have an idea. My brain hatched an idea. This will be a stairwell specifically for the very top of the building, so it won't really be in use. This one will be for the rooms that this skyscraper will have. So 2 doorways here, like so. Which would bring you into these rooms right here. And this will have these stained glasses, the kinda whatever. We can have this be its own room, like so. Ooh, and it's 5 blocks, which means it has a center, which is right here. Cool. If you want to be fancy, you can like give it a this. You can do it for these guys too. Alright, so we kind of have like a doors set up for like how we want people to move through the building. And we can build this wall up. Like so. Actually, you know, we could do this. Just so this isn't a big old blank wall, we can have that run through. Because really with builds as small as this, you kind of want to get as much detail in as possible. And then this is what I meant about kind of recessing in the this. So this is where the windows are going to be now. that. Kind of recessed in from the base. And we're actually going to use stained glass now instead of the, yeah. Alright. So we got that. And alright. Now I can put the roof in, which is going to be the dried kelp. Like that. So let's figure out how to do that. What I can do is to change it up. We can take this. Maybe do that. How's that look? Actually, not too bad. Now let's kind of run through how it looks on the inside. If I can get down these stairs. There it goes. So you kind of walk out to here. You got 2 rooms to choose from. Here. And there's like a atrium down there. So pretty cool. Which, by the way, again, neglected the atrium. Take this out like so. Build this in like that. Also that. Alright, there we go. That's how that's going to look. From the bottom, you'll be able to look all the way up the building. So I'm going to do that 10 or more so times. Build that single floor up, 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 up 10 times. And I will see you when I'm done that. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, I built up 10 stories. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 stories. The difference, there's one difference between the rest of the floors and this top floor. Obviously, I did not continue. Like under here, there are walls. These walls and whatnot. As you can see on the top, I just covered those up. Where, as in the one I showed you how to build, the walls came all the way to the top like this. Obviously, since this is the top, you don't have to do that. Obviously, wow, am I bad at talking today. And yeah, so there's that. One thing I forgot to show was the how to light these floors. So I'm going to come in through the back here, go up the steps. So basically on this side I just put one lantern there, one torch there. Sorry, torch, not lantern. And then 4 on this side. That's the only real lighting you'll need. So yep, I'll just go to the top. This is the atrium I was talking about. Kind of cool. And yeah, so there's that. Next we're going to kind of, well, before we build the top, kind of want to fix this. I want to recess this. I changed my mind. I want to make it look cool. So to do that, I'm going to first of all build this in one. Then I'm going to get rid of these. And I'm going to do let's try this. Interested to see how this will look. Something interesting like this. Something cool like that. Kind of differentiate the bottom. Kind of make it look modern. And if we want, we can cover that up like this. with glass. Kind of switch things up, make it look cool. I also wanted to bring this out one block, like so. So, got the bottom kind of built out, looking pretty cool. Do the same thing to the back. Alright, so that looks pretty cool, in my opinion. And then we can do this. Something like that. There we go. We don't have to translate that on the other side since it doesn't have that second floor. It's just kind of big and open, which is fine. I think I might want to fix that though. Alright, so you got that done. Guess we could put some doorways in. Let's get some. Let's do the sea doors. Alright. Next, we can do some outdoor lighting. Which for the outdoor lighting, I'm fine using end rods instead of torches. Like placing them out like that so it kind of shines up. Ooh. It is raining currently. So we got that. Now to figure out what to do with the top. Kind of want to do this. 2, 3, 4. Actually, do not know. Let's not do it like that. Let's use this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of want to like have the kind of blank walls that we made with this coral block to kind of wrap over top the building. You'll know what I mean in a second. Bring this up 3 blocks, and then kind of fill it in like that. Although, stick in stairs. Let's get the brick stairs in here. Gotta do this, make it look like a doorway, or more like a doorway. Bring this up. Same thing, fill it in. Like so. So there we got that big thing sticking out the top. And now what we're gonna do is this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring this over like so. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring this over like that. Alright, so we got that. Basically, this 1 block away. I want to be 2 blocks away from that, so we're going to bring it out to here. I'm going to take polished andesite, kind of build around this like so. something like that. And I could fill this in. Like so. So you can kind of see what I'm doing. Kind of having this bend over top the building and become like the roof. Trying to turn off the weather. Alright. So we got that. Looks kind of cool. Then what I want to do is this. Something like that. And then can get rid of the orange. Same thing on this side. Put this out all the way like that. I kind of want this to like, I guess what I could do is, I don't know. 2, 3, 4. We could just have it go up 4 blocks. Like so. And then do this. Fill this in with, let's go back to the black stained glass. Fill this in. Yeah, very deep in concentration right now, so I'm not really talking too much. Because I don't have like a preconceived plan for this building. Just kind of winging it. This is all kind of just off the cuff. Let's go gray wool. And do this. I guess I can't build it anymore. I can do this though. Get rid of that. Build this up one more. And then step this up a half block to there. Like so. That looks pretty cool. And then do the same thing on this side. Like that. So that looks kind of cool. And then it'd be neat if we did this. Like in this area. I have no idea how the spacing of this is going to work. That's not going to work. Perhaps 2 block wide ones will. Nope. Could just do this. Something like that. I'm really kind of going for a modern look. Kind of minimalist look. And then again, we can take these, make the inside like that. Although now I'm not really a fan of this top. So this is what we're left with. Cover, but have this kind of just randomly stop a couple blocks before the opening, like about right here. One more block down. Like that. And have this one kind of recessed even more so, like that. That looks kind of cool. Something like that. Then you can have iron bars coming out, like so. Ta-da! I think that looks alright. Kind of very minimalist. Interesting design. And then I always like to cover the top of the building in gray. Kind of makes it look more realistic, because usually buildings have, like, no matter what, whether or not it clashes with the rest of the building, it's like they need like weatherproofing on top. I think the gray wool kind of mimics that pretty well. It's just kind of like extra detail. Something like that. And so at the very top you kind of just have this terrace. You can kind of just look around. It's kind of like an open area, open air area. So yep. And gonna need some lighting on the top, because, you know, don't want planes to run into it. That's why those kind of fog lights are there. Put some here as well, perhaps. It's kind of brutalist looking, to be completely honest, but I don't know. It's just kind of a quick skyscraper let's build chunk edition. Trying to build a skyscraper on a single chunk, which is harder than I thought. Alright, so this is the skyscraper we're left with. Just kind of a standard little tiny skyscraper with an outdoor terrace, some nice floors, an atrium, which we'll see once we get to the bottom of it. It's about 14 stories, 16 stories high, counting the underground. Got a cool atrium when you walk in. Cool steps like this. Let's open this up like that, so now people can get to the floors easier. Pretty cool. And yeah, this has been Colonial Puppet. I guess if you guys like this Let's Build, I'll do more chunk Let's Builds in the future. Ones that'll hopefully be even cooler than this skyscraper right here. But yeah, be sure to check out the next episode when it comes out. There are no previous episodes since this is the first kind of chunk Let's Builds, but check out the Skyscraper Let's Builds I've done in the past. The first one being like 4 years ago, the 16-part one, and then I've done a couple just 1-part, hour-long Skyscraper Let's Builds like this one. Be sure to check out those if you'd like to follow along with other builds I've done. Check out the Skyscraper, or the Stadium Let's Build, the Airport Let's Build. And yeah, this has been Colonial Puppet. Have a nice day.